If the washer calls for water but the valve doesn't hum, that's when we talk voltage. We're testing electrical pathways here, so make sure your appliance is unplugged or the breaker is switched off while you access your test points. Some valves use AC voltage, others use DC. It depends on the model. When you're ready, restore power for the test. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electrical shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test live voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. Now, if you measure the correct voltage at the valve connector but no water passes through, that tells you the control is doing its job. The signal is there, but the valve has failed and needs to be replaced. If there's no voltage at the valve when the washer's calling for water, that's when you follow the chain. The issue may lie in the pressure system or ultimately in the control board. Next, check the pressure hose system. Pop the pressure hose off at the tub air dome and look for suds or residue inside that little chamber. Suds buildup can hold air pressure and trick the control into thinking the washer's already full. If you see any, clean it out with vinegar and let it dry. If it's clean, inspect the hose for kinks or cracks, then gently blow through from the pressure sensor end. You should feel air pass easily into the tub. If it's blocked, clean or replace the hose. If air moves freely, move on to the pressure sensor or switch. Older washers use a mechanical pressure switch, and you can actually hear it click when it changes states. Unplug the washer, remove the wires, and check continuity as you apply light air pressure. It should switch states with just a small puff. If it doesn't, it's bad. On newer models, you'll find an electronic pressure sensor instead. Many let you run a diagnostic mode that shows water level readings. Your tech sheet should list the button combo. If yours doesn't, you can usually check resistance across the sensor pins with the washer unplugged and compare it to the specs. If the pressure hose and sensor or switch both check good and the valve isn't getting voltage from the board, that's when you found a control failure. The control board is what sends power to the valve, so if everything else checks out and it's not doing that, it's the culprit. It's rare, but it happens. So here's the full logic chain. Wall valves off or hose kinked equals no water. Valve getting power but not opening equals bad valve. Valve not getting power equals check the pressure system. Pressure hose or sensor bad equals false full reading. Everything else checks out but still no power to the valve equals a bad control board. Every step builds on the last. Just eliminate one link at a time. If you need a new inlet valve, pressure switch, or control board, grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com. We've got genuine OEM parts, diagrams, and our community forum full of pros and do-it-yourselfers ready to help you finish the repair. And before you go, tell me in the comments, what brand of washer are you working on and what was the issue? I read through those every week to help decide what to cover next. I'm William, thanks for watching, and good luck with your fix. Next time, I'll show you the one thing that can make your washer think it's overfilling when it's actually bone dry.